Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video, we're just going to go over the basics of what it looks like inside a lead card or a contact card, however you want to explain it. It'll just be a quick video going over some of the basics within it. Go ahead and click on a lead card. And right off the beginning, we'll start from the top left. We see it'll give us the full address. You got your name, city, and then it even comes with Google Maps, which you can click and drag. Go ahead and you can go to full screen, and even gives you the street view right here. If we go over here to the top left, it will even give us the dates and time that the lead was created. And it will even give you updated timestamps of when was the last time anything was changed with inside the card. Coming down on the left side, obviously we have the different statuses, and these are also the different columns in the FlipPilot lead flow. So you can even change it within the card instead of clicking and dragging. You can even associate it with a campaign. You would create the campaigns within the campaigns tab. So let's say you have different mailer campaigns, different like a cold calling, a ringless voicemail, texting, Facebook ad. If you create those campaigns in the campaign tab, you would then be able to associate this lead to one of those campaigns. It's best to do that. That way you know your numbers, your KPIs at the end of the month. FlipPilot will also tell you, where your leads came from, how many they came from, which campaigns, and then obviously you put a price point to those campaigns so it breaks down your cost per lead and cost per acquisition from that marketing campaign. It even gives you the option to kind of just select what kind of motivation the homeowner is having, and then you can even put in like what is your exit strategy with this type of property, and then of course you can set it as a cold, warm, or hot lead. Over here, you can connect your Google Drive folder to it. I won't do mine though right now to connect it because it's connected to a different account. But once it's connected, when you click on this button, it'll then pull up all your different files and folders from your Google Drive that's connected to this. So you can easily pull different types of paperwork, report, contracts that you have associated with this property. If you have multiple users within an account, this is when you can assign a certain user to a lead or a contact card. You can also, let's say you've set an appointment with somebody, you can set your appointment within here, and you can even assign it to that person, then hit create appointment. Once you create appointment, it'll of course come over here underneath appointments. And like I said, once it is connected to your Google account, when you set an appointment, it will actually show up in your Google Calendar, which is really awesome. Especially if you have an acquisition manager and you're going to assign this to your field manager who's going to be going on that appointment. And then, of course, you can add a buying offer, which I'll show you towards the bottom of this card. You can even put it in a follow-up campaign. If you click on that, the drop-down box will show, and then you can see all the different sequences that you created, put a name to it, and then you can select which call rail number you want to be associated to that sequence. And then, of course, you can mark it as sold, mark it as not a lead, or mark it as dead within the card. Of course, right here, again, you can have the property address at the top, the contact address. Obviously, it would be different addresses if it's, let's say, an absentee owner. All your appointments will be logged right here, even your scheduled contacts. So let's say you give this lead a call and they didn't answer. You can go to add scheduled contact and say, I want to follow up with this person with a call, text, or email with a description, pick the date and time, hit schedule contact, and it'll show up right here. And I'll also keep all previous ones so you can see a log of all the timestamps that you attempted to follow up with that lead. And of course, we got the communications log. It's a little bit different than scheduled contact. Scheduled contact is pretty much all your future. It's pretty much reminding yourself in the future to follow up with the lead. Communication log will actually show you all communications that you're actively having with the homeowner, which can be a text or a phone call. So if you have call rail connected, if this homeowner calls one of your call rail numbers, it will pull up right here. If you have any text conversations from within this, from within this card to the homeowner, it'll also, the communication will pop up right here as well. Also, it doesn't show because there's no phone number attached to this, but if you had a phone number, there'll be, let's just go ahead and do that actually. Once I added a phone number, you can see there's a little blue phone and also a blue text message box. You can text from within this. So let's say I, add a scheduled contact. I set the time to follow up with them via text today, and it's that time. I come in the card, and I can go ahead and pick a call rel number, and then I can go ahead and send a text from within here. And then once that text is sent, it's actually going to be saved right here in the communications log with that text, what I said, and a timestamp of when I did it. And then, of course, we can go down here and we have all the different types of property info boxes that you can fill up. You can even click on that tab and it will even expand or collapse. And then, of course, you have different types of lead field, whether they're what they're asking, what they owe on their mortgage, even if it's in MLS and MLS number, some notes, what repairs needed, occupancy type, months behind, is it listed, just a lot of relevant information that you need to know about the property. And then, of course, you can even do an analysis breakdown. So once you have an appointment with them, you can add in all your numbers within the card. Of course, any offers that you write will be saved within here. And then you even have financials. And then the last one will be activity log. And this will show you any type of activity that you have done with this lead inside the CRM, whether it's notes, moving it from the new column to the contacting, from contacting to set appointment. It will have a timestamp and log of every action you took with this leads. And of course, last but not least, over here on the top right, you can add notes to the card. And all your notes will be saved in the right-hand column with a timestamp as well. So that is pretty much it to get to know inside the contact card or your lead card, whichever you'd like to talk about it. And then I believe that is it, and I covered everything. So I will see you in the next video.